Alright, Mike Liekanek here. Life is about balance. Sick light all the time. I am here at the baseball fields in Weston for Michael's game, but it is not about a video about the baseball. It is today a video, and it's not a video about my machete in the back of my fucking truck either. It is, it's a zombie fucking killing machete, by the way. Alright, it is about what happened at the school yesterday and today. Yesterday I did a cutting test that involved the serrated catcher, and I'll explain in a second. And today we further up, I did a more cutting test at the school with Donut Boy and Jamaica being in the room. We did stab, hook and slash, and we also did slash and stab. All right, so let's take my Gen 4 werewolf out of the bag. It's always with me. Here we go. Opa. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, so number one, yesterday I did a cutting test, and I want to make something clear. This is the straight edge. This is the scimitar. Straight edge is for regular grip this way. Reverse grip is the scimitar. On the straight edge grip, this is considered a serrated catcher. It's not a serrated knife, it is serrated catcher. If you look at the video that I put yesterday on YouTube, you'll actually see what I'm talking about. This is not a half serration knife, it is a serration catcher to start catching what it needs to cut, and then on the slash, the remaining part of the blade is the one that slashes or cuts real deep. That's number one. Okay, so that's number one. So that's a serrated catcher. That's the answer to everybody that was saying, oh, the serration is going to be a hinder. It is not a hinder, it is a helper. It is called a serrated catcher. You look at the dimensions and the specs of the knife on Lotar Combat, you'll see it's listed as so. All right, so now let's talk about today. It was actually Jamaica who did the slash and stab test. Jamaica is one of my favorite black belts. Here we go. All right, so the slash and stab test involved a stab after a slash into the throat of, we used a shoulder pork piece of meat, big chunk of meat with the bone in it. Okay, so he did a slash and stab, and the knife literally went all the way in until the guards, which what we call the spikes, which has the ZQs. Okay, the reason why it went in so easily in, I mean, you're talking like fucking butter, it went so easily in, is for two reasons. Reason number one, the angle of that straight blade on that side. Okay, I call that a spike because it like if you had that on the other side the same way, it would be a spike knife. Okay, so I call it a spike straight edge blade with the serrated catcher, which we already talked about, and then you have the scimitar on the other side. But what made it go in so easy is the equilibrium hollow follower right here, right, that thing right here, that channel right here, the hollow follower. All right, and we call it an equilibrium. Okay, my English is not that good, so don't quote me on that. But because of that channel here, which is the hollow follower, all the way from here to here, look at, from here to here. So what happens is, look at that fucking thing. Look at that channel. Okay, it's the only knife in Lotar Combat who has that channel. What happens is, when the knife penetrates this much, from that moment on, which is about 1/3 of an inch, and because it's spike and curve, it penetrates easy. Once it gets to the channel, the hollow follower, equilibrium hollow follower, assist the ease of that knife going in. It went in all the way in. When I tell you like butter, like butter. So again, OREV-Gen4 werewolf. This is an Alata model. It's mine. It's number 13 of 30. It's a special edition from Agana people. If you did not get your knife yet, you better grab it from Lotar Combat. Once those babies are gone, they will be gone, and you miss that fucking bus. It is an amazing knife that has features from A to Z for one purpose: kill evil. Get yours today.